As long rumored, one of the major PlayStation 4 exclusives in Horizon Zero Dawn is no longer an exclusive. If you go on Twitter, social media, whatever the case may be, it is a complete S-show by some people, some very, very hardcore PlayStation fans, and I implore you guys, be PlayStation fans, be hardcore PlayStation fans, love your PlayStation consoles, however, understand where Sony is coming from making a decision like this, and also understand the fact that at the end of the day, this isn't really affecting you at all. And look, this channel is primarily a PlayStation platform, but I'll talk highly about Xbox, I'll talk highly about the Nintendo Switch, I'll talk highly about PC all the time. I try to come at everything from an objective standpoint and to understand the confirmation of Horizon Zero Dawn going to PC. The Steam page is up right now, so for all of you guys that thought it wasn't gonna happen, no, it is happening, and it has been confirmed by Guerrilla Games' Herman Hulst. Now look at his Q&A that was posted on PlayStation Blog today. That gives us an insight into this, as well as the future of other PlayStation titles on PC, because this is a rumor that's been happening for quite a while. But let's see what Herman Hulst said. PlayStation Blog asked him, "For years you've been the head at Guerrilla, the studio behind Horizon Zero Dawn and the Killzone series. What have you been up to lately?" He noted, "First of all, just let me say that it's a great honor for me to lead such an incredibly talented team. Since I've been appointed as the head of Worldwide Studios, I've been spending some time at various studios going around listening to teams. Obviously, I knew a lot of people already from my time at Guerrilla, but I've met a ton of new devs, and I've been trying to get a better understanding of how we can work even more closely than we already do. I'm obviously involved in projects that I wasn't before. I'm really pleased to see how well fans and press are responding to Dreams. It's such an ambitious game." He continued, "There are PlayStation fans out there who have heard of Worldwide Studios, but they didn't know exactly what it is. How would you describe Worldwide Studios?" Hulse responded, "I think I would define Worldwide Studios as probably the most global network of game creators that exists or has ever existed. I mean, we've got studios across the world, from Sucker Punch in Seattle to Media Molecule in Guildford to Polyphony Digital in Tokyo. It is truly global, and pretty much all of these teams started as independents. Typically, they have their own identity, their own name, their own studio culture, but at the same time, they're all very much part of this global network that is Worldwide Studios in a nutshell." So the major talk, speaking of experimentation, there have been rumors of a Horizon Zero Dawn Complete Edition that might be coming to PC. Can you confirm or deny that? Hulse responded point blank, "Yes, I can confirm that Horizon Zero Dawn is coming to PC. There will be more information coming from Guerrilla from the new studio directors Michael Vanderlew, JB Von Beek, and Angie Smets pretty soon." PlayStation Blog followed up by saying, "PlayStation is no stranger to publishing titles on PC, but Horizon Zero Dawn is one of the largest games to make the leap. Is there anything you would say to PlayStation fans? What does it mean for the future?" And this is a statement that is really confusing to me, and just the question in general, they're pretty much asking, is there anything you'd like to say to PlayStation fans that are worried? There is no reason to be worried. More people get to play your games. It's this insecurity that is stenching from some people where they're like, "I must have my exclusives, I must have my exclusives," and exclusives are really cool, and I am of the mindset that from a first-party Sony standpoint, it is very advantageous for them to create exclusives. From a consumer standpoint, you really shouldn't care whether or not a game is exclusives. Yes, it's a nice buzzword, yes, it's nice to compare, and I like to look at the business side of things, but that's because I like to analyze that from you guys that are directly consumers. I really don't think it's a big deal. Maybe it does diminish your purchase of the PlayStation 4 just a tiny bit, but guess what? You've been playing Horizon Zero Dawn since 2017. The PC guys are gonna get it in summer of 2020. I think it was advantageous enough for you guys to pick up a PlayStation 4 so you can play HZD and a million other exclusives well ahead of PC gamers, and that's what Hulse really illustrates here, noting, "Sure, I think it's important that we stay open to new ideas of how to introduce more people to PlayStation and show people maybe what they've been missing out on." And that's a very important statement, because think about this. Horizon 2 is one of the heavily rumored PlayStation 5 exclusives, and how do you get more people excited for that game ahead of the release of the PlayStation 5? And Horizon 2 will open up Horizon Zero Dawn to a new audience, open up that floodgate, let all those guys from PC try the game out, and guess what? They're gonna make a lot of revenue on the back end of Horizon Zero Dawn, re-releasing a game that's 3 years old, and they can use it as a promotional vehicle for a hypothetical Horizon 2 on the PlayStation 5. Horizon 2 is not going to come out day and day on the PC, so if you guys are worried about that for whatever reason, really temper your worries. And Haltz even illustrates as much, and to maybe put a few minds at ease. Why do minds have to be put at ease? I don't understand this, but nonetheless, releasing one first-party AAA title to PC doesn't necessarily mean that every game now will come to PC. In my mind, Horizon Zero Dawn was just a great fit in this particular instance. We don't have any plans for day-and-date PC releases, and we remain 100% committed to dedicated hardware. What that tells me is, yes, they're gonna have day-and-date games, not on PC. They're gonna be PlayStation exclusive. However, the lineage of PlayStation exclusives is so deep. You're talking Uncharted, you're talking Jak and Daxter, Infamous 1 and 2. Those games can easily be ported to PC, and you can easily generate a significant amount of revenue just by re-releasing games that you already made. It's not going to be a significant undertaking, and it's going to be really easy to get those games off the ground. However, for a game that, let's say Final Fantasy VII Remake, that's not going to be day and date with a PC, and that's a third-party exclusive. That's not even a first-party exclusive. Look at Ghost of Tsushima. That's not going to be day and date with PC. If you have a PlayStation 4, look, it's still very advantageous of you to own a PlayStation 4. Some of the tweets that I was seeing was like people saying that Sony backstabbed you, people saying that Sony betrayed you. Guys, it's not that serious. It's a 3.5-year-old game that PC players are going to be able to play. They're going to be able to enjoy. Don't you like Horizon? Don't you want more people to experience how great of a game it is? Some people are ardent PC gamers. Hell, I wouldn't be adverse to the idea of every PlayStation 4 exclusive coming to PC, every exclusive coming to PC, just because I like the PC platform, and also that allows more people to play the game. And also I offer you the fact that PC and console, yes, while having crossover might hinder PlayStation sales just a little bit, there is a significant audience that is just always going to stick to consoles. I'm telling you guys that that audience exists, that even if all of the exclusives are on PC, they're still going to buy a console. There are going to be a ton of people that still buy the Xbox Series X. Why I think it's a bad idea for that console and what they're doing is not necessarily that the games are going to be on PC, but the fact that they're also putting the games on the prior generation Xbox, and that is going to limit the consumer reception to the Series X, and it's supposed to be this next generation hardware, and yet the games are available on prior generation. If Sony does that, I think that is more of a hindrance to the success level of the PlayStation 5 than putting games on PC, because PC is still a high-end piece of hardware. The PlayStation 4, by the time the PS5 is out, it is not going to be a high-end piece of hardware anymore, and I think that is a lot more detrimental to the console than putting the game on PC. But I guarantee you, these PlayStation guys, they'd be like, oh yeah, the games are cross-generational, that's awesome, yet they wouldn't understand the fact that that's actually hindering their PlayStation 5 experience. They're just of the mindset, oh, it's still PlayStation exclusive, you gotta be a PlayStation guy. Look, I'm all for having favorite platforms, I'm all for you guys being like, PlayStation is my go-to platform, but one 3.5-year-old game isn't gonna be the end of the world. And if Sony ultimately does decide, let's say in 5 to 10 years from now, they decide to go back on Halt's word, what he's saying right now, and they decide to put games day and day on PC, well then move to PC by all means. If that becomes a more attractive option for you guys, then go to PC. This generation is almost over. I highly doubt that PS5 games are going to be day and date with PC. By the time another generation rolls out, if you see the market and you're like, okay, PC gaming might be a better option for you, then get a PC. Maybe you're still going to be of the mindset, hey, I'm a console guy, I like the console experience, I like that it's a cheaper platform, which is already going to be something that sets a lot of people up in frenzy if you want to argue whether or not PC or consoles are cheaper. But whatever the case may be, guys, it's not a big deal. More people are going to be able to play a game like Horizon, and at the end of the day, it's one exclusive from 3.5 years ago. It offers Sony a chance to use that game as a promotional vehicle for the PlayStation 5. It offers them a chance to get a bunch of additional revenue, and let's see how the game turns out, because usually the first foray into PC gaming for a lot of these developers and publishers, it is a goddamn train wreck. I mean, we can point back to some of the Capcom releases. Capcom is definitely very, very good now, but you look at some of those PC ports, look at a Quantum Break, look at how much of a train wreck that was, look at Gears of War Ultimate Edition, look at all of these games that have been complete train wrecks. This idea that Horizon Zero Dawn is going to come out on PC and it's just going to be completely fine as well, I don't think that's completely accurate, but let's hope that is the case. If they're going to release a game on PC, now you've committed, now you have to offer a quality experience, and now it is extremely important that you don't crap the bed, because we've seen so many developers do that in the past, and so many developers continue to offer crappy PC ports, but people will end up buying it just because it's the only option on PC. But from a Sony standpoint, where there is going to be such a microscope under them, because this is going to be such a major release, you gotta deliver with this release. So That's all I'm saying. Calm down, it's not a big deal. If Last of Us Part 2 is day and day on PC, if Ghost of Tsushima, or even if it's a 3 to 6 month window after, then you might have an argument. But at the end of the day, you're just getting more options to play your games. These Xbox games are going to PC as well. I think it's more of an issue to be cross-generational because then you're limiting the experience that's going to be offered next-generationally. But nonetheless, now I'm rambling. Sound off with all of your thoughts in the comment section down below. Thank you for watching, and goodbye. Hey guys, we hope you enjoyed the video, and if you did, make sure to hit the subscribe button, and if you're already subscribed, do us a favor and hit the bell icon. This way you'll be notified whenever we post a new video. That's the best way to keep up with all of our uploads, and we usually try to upload 2 videos a day. And with the bell icon hit, you'll be notified whenever we do upload a video. As always, thanks for watching.